And we're back. Sorry about the rather rapid, unceremonious end to the previous episode. I had something come up sort of right there at the end. Anyway, been dealt with for the most part, and so we're back. What up? Anyway, we found the abyss. And we killed everything in it. And now we're gonna leave. So we've got a few things. We're gonna go back to Firelink Shrine first. For a few reasons. One, we're gonna work on our Pyromancy Flame. And two, we are gonna find a bird. There you are. That bird. Remember that giant bird that brought us here? Velka's friend, probably.
Oh, hello. Oh, please, as all. Goodbye.
+5. Do we have any soul items? We'll probably need all three.
Oh, hello. Oh, as all.
Six, 7. Garg!
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
We need a quick 3,000. No sense wasting the other one, so we'll just use one. Unless it's 500, in which case I'll be real sad.
Oh, hello.
Is it 8,500? It
Goodbye.
was.
Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go.
Watch me eat souls over and over again. Okay, so cool. I wonder if he says anything new now that we bought some stuff.
Flame. When I gave you that flame, please take good. Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Cool. I think Yeah. I wonder if we can just use these. It's been so long since I've done any sort of casting. For the life of me, cannot remember. It's not the weapon. Ha! Yeah, you and me both, dude. You see how often I do caster stuff. Oh, I wonder.
Oh, well, oh, that's all. Goodbye then. Be safe, friend.
Well, anyway,
Go, although.
I figured since we were doing this, we might as well do some pyromancies, but I'd have to look up how to do it. It's been ages. I once played Sorcerer. Oh, I guess that was Dark Souls 3, totally different thing. I pretty much always stick with melee characters. I find it much more satisfying. Alright, well, let's make sure that nobody's got anything worth saying.
Hello there. Glad to see you alive.
Yeah, he won't say anything. If we got our intelligence up higher, he'd start talking to us. But, I don't care that much. We're already spending our, resources on murdering. I think you're just sad about life.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose myself.
Great. You're cramped sleeping. Okay, well, we're still working on that pyromancy flame. Let's see if we can find our way to that bird. I suspect... there's a lot of interesting lore implications about that statue, but... that's not what we're here for. So... dang it. Missed it again. I think what we're supposed to do come up here. And then... oh no! Didn't mean to swing! Let me come onto this thing. As you might have noticed, it's pretty easy to miss the bird. Watch me just be wrong about all of this. Ah, I missed the jump. I'm like 90% sure that's where we want to go. Could I have looked this up beforehand? Yep. Should I have? Almost certainly. And again, is it just here? Is this my path? Oh shit, did you fall into the hole? Welcome to the center of the earth, motherfucker. Yeah, that's it. Okay. This time we won't accidentally swing our weapon. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cool, and we can go over there and get that item. And we probably will at some point. But I don't trust myself to make that jump. So we're gonna come up here. So this is a feature in pretty much all these games. This little nest. So this first time we're just gonna curl up like a ball. Because that's just what you do when you find a nest. But afterwards, we could bring items here and leave them. And the bird, whomst you won't see, I believe its name is Snuggly. Anyway, it'll trade you stuff, let's say, shiny stuff that it found. And that's a really interesting way of learning connections between items and lore and whatnot, but that's not why we're here. Might have missed a step. I'd actually almost forgotten that this was an option. I remembered that this was here, but I was like, I don't need to trade stuff, but... Let me see. Um... Find a crow's nest. Huh. Maybe... Hold on. I know I said I wasn't going to, but... Let's make sure this isn't an item that we need. Let's make sure we can even get up here. Okay. Well, that's a start, I guess. Not really what I was looking for, but... Well... You know, we probably need it. Wonder, can we? Sure can. Okay. Okay. Can we do it twice in a row? Nope. It's a very exciting episode. Don't mock me, bird. You know, last time we had to use that elevator for it to work. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the trick of my luck. Yep, that's it. That's the talisman. Always use the elevator on the left. Now. Maybe it's a time thing. We're just gonna wait it out for a sec. If not... We'll try to find some... Ah, there it is. When in doubt, just adopt the fetal position for an extended period of time. Cool. So, basically, much like the, those bat demons, you can come back and forth from here, if you're so inclined. And the reason we're here, I'd actually forgotten about this. Makes me a terrible guide. Um, is there's another area that I really want to go to. And I knew that we were missing an item that would let us get in there. And went and looked up where to find that thing to make sure I hadn't just walked by it somewhere. Because, like, missing an NPC interaction is frustrating when you're trying to sort of show the story on a playthrough. Missing an entire zone, though. I think anybody lives here. Well. Oh, you hit hard. Oh, unexpected. So crap. All right. We're gonna do this a little bit different. So if you remember when we were first in the Undead Asylum, the very beginning, there was another demon that we could see off to the side there. Do this frickin' jump again. And I mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, look at that demon. We'll come back here. And then I forgot about it like a dummy. Nope, that's framed. That's one of your indications that, like, maybe there's a way to go back if you remember it. Also, if you're just sort of wandering around this place and curious, you'll notice the bird, maybe notice the nest. Notice that you can roll off. Nope, we do it in the right order. Notice that you can roll off of this thing, which I think I pointed out the first time, and I just said, no, I don't see anything out there, so it shows how much I know. And, oh, anyway, but, so you fought, the one demon guardian. And he wasn't such a big deal, but this guy is much, much harder. But I think what we're gonna do to ease this a little bit dang it. That's with my rolls. Rather than go through the big trapped floor. I'm 90% sure there's an entrance we can find. More importantly for our purposes, though, is this bonfire. Ah, so I don't have to do that again. You ever make mistakes? Bob Ross says they're just happy accidents. So that's where we fell. Black Knight. Cool, we got a red titanite chunk. Oh. In case we'd forgotten. That's what we came here for. Peculiar doll. Oh, next, we're actually going to... I love this shield, but... Alright, let's see if we can find our... pathway. No, friend! So, as you can see, our good buddy, the one who let us out of here to begin with, did in fact go hollow, as he feared. Wasn't sure if that guy would set it off. Go. So we rested that bonfire. It's even a little better. Another Black Knight? Y'all are relentless. Don't like trying to do that in these tight hallways, because like you can't necessarily get around people. It's really hard to judge angles. I could have swore there was a way to get down there that didn't involve me falling on his frickin' head. But maybe I was incorrect. I've certainly been wrong before. Oh, are you still there with your boulder? For all time. For all time. Just waiting here. check this bottom path real quick, just to be sure. I don't think this leads anywhere, but... yeah. I haven't forgotten your archer friend. Endless. Come on. Bad time to jump, dude. Oh. Now we know what that key opens. And it just leads us here. Okay, well... turns out our options are fall or fall. Oh, you open a thing, though. I wonder if there's anything new back here. Turns out no. So be it. That's the way we have to go. Then that's the way we have to go. Same as last time, staying close is helpful. Those frickin' hollows, though, will screw with your ability to lock on, 100%. Sloppy with my stamina. Wow. Bam! Ugh. Victory achieved, yeah. And we got a Titanite slab. Those are rare. Hey, we managed to not lose our souls there. That's exciting. Yep, sure did. Okay. Is there anything else down here? I thought I saw a fog door, but... maybe I'm just wrong. Just a ladder, huh? Okay. Well, that's that. We really just came here for that doll. Oh. Killing that guy's nice. Then we're gonna warp back to Firelink. And buy some stuff. By buy some stuff, I mean buy some more fire for our hands. Let me out. Cool. Back to Firelink. And then actually we're gonna go from there to Honor Londo. So we know a little bit about two sides of the conflict that's happening. One, we know that Kingseeker Framed has an agenda which leads to you collecting these souls and going to the Kiln of the First Flame and taking the place of Gwyn. Or succeeding Gwyn. And we know that Darkstalker Ka wants you to basically perform the same thing, but to usher in an age of dark instead. And we've been to Honor Londo, got the Lord Vessel, talked to Guinevere. She also sent us on this thing.
I'll play as always.
We're gonna go back there, because there's some stuff we haven't seen. Alright, we're at 10, which I think is the minimum we need.
Come back if you find anything new.
You know what? I want to see something. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah. Honor Londo. If only this is probably our fastest path anywhere.
Is it something?
It is. I wonder if he's got any new dialogue.
Possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked, as the primordial serpent. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation. Very well. Then stay still for a moment.
Fun fact, both Primordial Serpents have the exact same voice actor. Creeper. Cool. So I guess this is probably a good time to look over some stuff. So we've got... Did we not get a soul for the Four Kings? Thought we did. Well, maybe not. Oh, so here we go. Legendary slabs are the heirlooms of a nameless blacksmith deity who forged the weapons of the gods. Weapons forged with this slab become rare legendary weapons. So this is what you need to fully max out certain weapon upgrade paths. So this is the only way to get all the way up to plus 15. Or to take certain weapons up to plus 5. Specifically Crystal or Lightning, and that's key. Blue Titanite. And magic, I guess they don't have any different lore stuff. So red Titanite just does fire. White Titanite does miracle stuff. So we can now take a divine weapon to plus 9 or an occult weapon up to plus 4. Or twinkling Titanite. I don't know if I know anything about that. Nothing comes to mind. Cool. Do we have... Yeah, so we got this doll. There was once an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into the cold and lovely painted world. Which is where we're going. Giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if a hero found a key to lord into the raids its prison, would he have the means or heart to ever come back? I don't think we have any other lore things that we haven't looked at. We're dealing with a lot of primordial serpents, so it's worth noting a serpent is an imperfect dragon and a symbol of the undead. Oh, and then two things from these rings. The Princess of Sunlight Guinevere left on Orlando, along with many other deities, and later became wife to the flame god Flan. So she left. The Dark Moon Seance ring is to adherents of Gwendolyn, Dark Moon deity and last born of Gwyn. It's the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. The only remaining deity in Anor Londo. Its followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. So, depending on how you played this, that might seem really confusing. Oops. But... it's less so. You know what's up. We'll see if I can find my way to a proper place. So I want to say it's just at the very bottom. But I might be confusing my statues. wrong direction. I was already in the right place, wasn't I? Let me double check that, actually. Yeah, that's the cathedral. JK! Okay, now... Maybe this one... Do I have to have it on? Oh yeah, we got a curse bite ring. How about that? Sorry, y'all. Despite the general rumor surrounding its creation, this ring is an unmistakable asset. Helps prevent curses. Isn't that a good thing? There it is. You have to wear the ring. Yeah, so if you come down here to Gwen's tomb, which we know because that ring, which was left by his firstborn, who is now long gone, you'll see this thing. So we're gonna rest at this bonfire a little bit, and go over some stuff. So this is optional, and there's actually another way of sort of finding out some of this stuff, but I think this is the more interesting. This is the more interesting path. There's a few ways of sort of finding your way here and pulling this together. But honestly, it's a trial and error, paying attention to a lot of subtle things, joining the right covenants, all of that sort of stuff. Oh. I said we were gonna rest. And we will. So I actually think we're going to switch our shield out. Because we got this guy, which has a much higher magic resistance. And that's more valuable to us. The other thing. Potential attunement slots. Miracle synergy, poise, bow range, critical attacks. Oh god, we had this the whole time. This means that you can move normally in, like, swamps. We just walked through Blighttown. Absorb HP. Boost stamina. Boost fire defense. Curse resistance. I guess we'll do this just in case.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
So, the thing we could do, if we were part of the Dark Moon Covenant, and if you are part of the Dark Moon Covenant, don't do this if you haven't completed the stuff that you're looking for with them, because this is going to end it. as it stands. Oh. So we could kneel. But we're not gonna kneel.
What foolishness! Why trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb, whilst thou art a disciple of the Dark Sun? Mark the words of myself, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
This is a very annoying battle. Please note the snake legs. God damn it. Ha! Not making a great show of this. Ah! So pillars will block the little ones. It will not block the big ones. Ew. Oh, crap. World's longest hallway. Ah! Fuck, I deserve that. We're actually going to switch our rings. I changed my mind on what I wanted. I want that good stamina regen. Ah! Shield. Rapid fire is dope, though, gotta say. Yeah.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal upon thee.
Yeah. Sorry, Gwendolyn. And now this hallway is just a regular ass size. Now we can come here. And this guy is empty for I don't know why. And we got the sweet brass stuff. And we get Miracle Sunlight Blade. And there's flowers. And a chair. So Gwendolyn was the third child of Gwyn. We'll just walk back. And he's the only one remaining in On Orlando now. And I know that we've met Guinevere, but we're gonna go deal with that. So there's reason to believe. Yeah, there's some stuff that indicates, like as you read stuff, that maybe Gwyn didn't really like his third child. So if you notice those snake legs, there's something a little off about the form of Gwendolyn compared to, say, you see a picture of Gwyn and Guinevere and folks like that, and they just look like people. Gwendolyn has this weird snake thing going on. And it mentions that he was born disfigured in some way. And that he was raised as a daughter. And he's known as the Dark Moon. And so you can read that Gwyn, in his, say, pride, didn't want people knowing about his deformed son. But there's other more complicated reasons, and I think they're true, to believe that Gwyn didn't actually know that he had a third child. That he had his firstborn son, and Guinevere, and then Gwendolyn was born while he was off fighting demons. So Gwendolyn was conceived and born after Gwyn left for demon fighting. And for various reasons, Gwendolyn's existence was kept a secret and hidden. And I think that has to do with stuff around Seath the Scaleless. But instead, he was taught illusion magic and all kinds of things, and became much more, how do I put it, he became a creature of subterfuge. So the Dark Moon Knights and whatnot, these are more incognito types. He controlled things from the background and used illusion. So it's like that when Gwyn came back, the reason... Well, let's do some stuff, so I'm not just standing around talking. So she goes down real easy. Because she wasn't real. And neither was the sun. I could have just warped straight there. Garg. So that Gwendolyn was kind of a secret is a subtle thing. There's a lot of little things you'd want to put together. One, you can find 2 rooms as you're running through this place. Yeah. Yeah, the sun's been out the whole time. Maybe more accurately, its face is hidden and severely limited. All of that was an illusion held by Gwendolyn. So likely what happened is that after Gwen went off to fight the war with the demons, and we won't worry about why that's the timeline, things didn't go super hot back here. And so during that time, Guinevere leaves. She leaves on Orlando for other lands, other kingdoms, specifically human kingdoms, outside of the city of the gods. And to maintain his secrecy and whatnot, Gwendolyn creates that illusion of Guinevere to interact with his father, and then maintains that to keep this whole undead thing going, to convince more undead to come here seeking to save the world and whatnot. Because people would listen to Guinevere, but nobody knows Gwendolyn, his weird deformed body. The reason he is called the Dark Moon, at least I think, is, you know, the Dark Moon is a phase, right? It's when the sun's not shining on it. It's because Gwendolyn never actually knew his father. And whereas all the rest of the children got associated with lightning and fire and things like that, they had gifts given them. Gwendolyn doesn't use lightning or fire or any of these abilities. He uses sorceries because I believe, at least, that while Gwen was gone, Gwendolyn was raised and trained and likely manipulated to a large extent by Seath the Scaleless, who we will meet. And that's why he uses sorcery rather than like lightning magic and miracles and things like that. It's also why Gwendolyn is so down for this, because it serves Seath in various ways that this thing keep going. Seath's about his own business. Put it that way. I also think it's Seath who exiled the Firstborn. Anyway. This is what the City of the Gods actually looks like. Actually, this is what the whole world actually looks like. This is the slowest elevator. We can make the jump. Oh, is there not? I guess there's not. Oh, let's read this while we're here. God of the Dark Sun, guardian of deserted Orlando. Special beings have special souls. So yeah, the gods all left long ago. Gwyn went off to link the first flame. The firstborn was sent away. The Guinevere just straight up dipped. I guess here? I think this is our best move. Guinevere straight up dipped to find a life somewhere else. And so it was just poor Gwendolyn. If you notice that chair that was there, how much Gwendolyn maybe knows about his father is up for debate, let's say. You know, they never really knew each other between the time of Gwendolyn's birth and the time that Gwyn left to link the fire. This sort of final act is God of Light. And if you read the description on the Dark Seance Ring, or the Dark Moon Seance Ring, it mentions that it requires great faith of the one who wears it. Which is kind of weird, because while the ring has things that it helps with, it doesn't actually require any faith stat. You don't actually need to have high faith or any faith at all to use the ring, gain its benefits. Fuck y'all, jabronis. Thank you. So a read on that is that the faith that they're talking about that's required for this isn't of just anyone who wears the ring, but specifically of Gwendolyn. And the reason it's a seance ring, and the reason that well, you ever just forget how to get down? The reason it's a seance ring, and the reason that there's a chair outside of the grave of Lord Gwyn, is because his third son, the only one left, is seeking to commune with his father. Oh. Cool. Hold on. Is seeking to commune with his father for guidance. God, that takes so long to build up. I thought there was just a path down to the ground, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. Currently, I'm on the mindset that I am in fact wrong. Is this? Oh, maybe that's it. 1 second. This episode's gone a little longer than normal, but Wah! That's my path down. That would be my path down if we were at the right level. This place sucks in the dark, I'm not gonna lie. Most times I've how do I put this? Maybe don't turn the world into night if you don't have to. It's a really cool dramatic moment when it happens. But if it's not necessary, it does make walking around really, really frustrating. So I guess, you know, do it for the drama, but definitely not for navigating the world. Christ. We... Sure as shit. More time. How many homeward bones will it take for me to remember how to get into the frickin' cathedral? So if it's not that one, then it's... Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's right. We lost a bonfire. Right? No, maybe not. Warp to Darkmoon Tomb. No, we didn't. Okay, good. That's the tomb. I hate that it makes me wait it out, like wait for it to go through both rotations. It's a very cool way to get through the city, but it's very inefficient. I wonder where my souls ended up. actually, before I forget. Oh, come on. Cool. So... You can jump me? Ugh. This is where we're going. But we're not going to go there till next episode. It's finally time to go into the painted world. Woo!